which is the party that fought for the local elections?
What about the by-elections of your Tory defectors? So you believe in democracy. Should they have all fought by-elections? Should Jenrick, Braven, Rossendale, Kruger, should they have all fought by-elections?
I'm sure some think they do and some think they don't.
What do you think?
I think no. I think because actually...
you don't believe in democracy?
I don't. It's a different thing.
So
this is a general election.
People elected Conservative MPs have now got Reform MPs. You don't think they should have to fight by-elections?
No, because actually they voted for Jenrick on the premise and on the policies that Conservatives promised they would do, and they didn't.
You've just undermined everything you said.
And only Reform is delivering those promises.
No.
But
terrible double standards.
it's not double standards.
This
is a general election of how the country will be run.
We're talking about the by-election, you say, is democracy. The general election is democracy. Kevin said, well, why doesn't Jenrick stand in a by-election when he changed parties? And you don't think he needed to. So all he's pointing out is there's a double standard.
And I understand your argument.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that they felt that they ran on a Conservative ticket on promises that the Conservatives promised and didn't do.
Put it to the voters.
But isn't there a point at which you guys are interested in saving public money that shouldn't be wasted? Elections are so expensive. They're eye-wateringly expensive.
You know what's also expensive?
Go on.
Paying for an ever-increasing welfare state that the Labour Party doesn't want to get into control. I think people would rather...
So
would
cut
rather
benefits
a party,
to pay for elections?
No, that's not true. That's your turning. I think people would rather a party that took a good view of welfare.
We'll discuss the welfare state at the moment. We're discussing the welfare state, and Farage is a junkie on that, living off super rich people. But I agree with Richard. I think there should be a general election. But we have a parliamentary system. I do. I would have a law. I would have a law. If you change prime ministers, there should be a general election.
I agree.
Frank, I think we now have got an unwritten rule that you do that, and I think he will have to have one like it or not.
But Jeremy, Andy Burnham will be the 19th person who's been prime minister since the Second World War. 10 of them have come in through the parliamentary system rather than general elections. Yeah. Only 3 went for general elections within a year. Wow. So he's not unusual. And what he does, it's perfectly legal. I think politically it is wrong and there should be a general election.
It's constitutionally correct.
But I also think if you switch parties in a parliament, you should have a by-election.
Perhaps that is something you can bring in as well.
Sorry.